Welcome to Toffee TV. This is the starting 11 show for our away game against West Brom. Baz, some controversial moves in this team. You've gone back to 4 at the back, Stecklenberg in goal, James McCarthy at right back.
Just messing with people's heads. First of all, big thanks to Joe Does Designs on Twitter. Follow him for our thing. But Joe, I like the yellow kit. Where is it?
Let us down. Let us down.
Just saying. Yeah. Stecklenberg in goal, obviously, for obvious reasons. Big Ash in. Give him the armband.
But why McCarthy right back? Come on, talk me through it.
McCarthy right back, basically because Coleman's still out.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd done all right last week. And I think what you're going to get, I think we see him at the goal, Mason Holgate, a little bit of inexperience. I think McCarthy is okay when he's just sticking to what he has to do in terms of defensively. West Brom, we know, will be well organised, cute, Pulis knows all the tricks. He is obviously more seasoned, hardy, and he battle hardy. So I'd go for McCarthy at right back for the time being.
So you brought Ashley Williams in to play alongside Phil Jagielka. Yeah. So Funes Mori is just kicked out.
Well, no, he's just sat on the bench with his socks over his knees doing his hair. Probably a Barbie going on.
Likes a Barbie,
Funes Mori. Last week people thought I was a little bit harsh. He didn't. I thought he was all over the place last week.
Okay.
But obviously, you know what you're getting.
Especially with all these crosses coming into the box.
Yeah.
Good to have 2 proper centre backs. Leighton Baines in at left back.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Centre midfield, you've gone for 2 holding midfielders. Gareth Barry, older than time, still in there, keep rocking. Garnagay, fantastic last week.
What a player.
We seen him in the week, he said he just likes to fight. Just likes to fight. I think he's going to have a fight on his hands at West Brom.
No,
because they're just
no other
dirty players. So 2 holding midfielders. Now is this a 5 in midfield, or is it a 4-3-3, or are you expecting Barkley to stay quite narrow in the number 10 spot in the hole?
I think it's going to be interesting because obviously Jerry, there's another thing with McCarthy, you see, is that obviously Gerard Deulofeu doesn't really do this bit of the pitch.
Tracking.
He's going to have to work because obviously Ronald Koeman won't have it. I think so. McCarthy will give us that bit of insurance there. I think obviously Balassi does get up and down, so he's going to give us something over that side. So I'd expect these. I mean, Garner was everywhere last week. He was incredible last week, wasn't he? Barry's got to know. But I think these will be obviously wrong one, but these 3 will be interchangeable. I think throughout the game, and that's how he's going to try and throw West Brom onto the back foot. I think Ross will have to be disciplined, but when we break, we're looking for these 4 to do the damage.
Now I expect him to start on this side.
Yeah, I mean he's left-footed, Joe.
So Joe, come on, mate, come on. So he'll do a lot of. I think he'll do a lot of the tracking back on this side, like he did, like we seen him last week.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be in around this area, making sure that if McCarthy does play right back or Holgate, just saying, he'll be there to help him out. You've gone for Balassi.
Yeah.
You've dropped Kevin Morales. It's another controversial decision. You've put Balassi in there.
Listen, football management's tough. You've got to make these decisions.
Equaling a record of what?
Come on, just Balassi.
Come on, what record is he setting?
I don't know. I can't. Give me
playing against the same Premier League team back to back. Played for
last week for
West
20
Brom.
minutes. Yes.
So Balassi will be in there. He'll offer pace, power, directness,
tricks,
everything.
Rapping, goals.
Okay, rapping. Yeah. All right. I don't know.
I think he gives us something different for Morales. I think it was a toss up between Jerry and Morales for that other spot. I think he comes in anyway. I think the amount of money. I think he's already trained. He's fit. And he's ready, and he works hard, and he works harder than kind of this side, and I think he'll complement Baines quite well. Rom obviously fit again, has to play.
Loves scoring against West Brom, loves scoring at the
3 goals there in the last 2 seasons for Everton at the Hawthorns, so he is a natural, obviously got to come back in, he's our main striker. And I think Deulofeu is pace, and I think if you think back to the game with the Hawthorns last year, Deulofeu was instrumental in that victory as well, so yeah, that's what I'm going for. I don't pick the team, so don't moan. But that's who I would go for. I mean, would you make any changes to that?
I think Balassi might start on the bench, but that's just me and the way the manager thinks about having the fitness and stuff.
So you're saying you think like the manager?
No, I don't think like the manager, but
Okay.
I just know that like he's not. He doesn't
No,
seem
no,
the
no.
kind of fella. He's willing to hold off and not
Yeah,
just throw
yeah.
players straight
Yeah.
in if he doesn't think they're fit enough. So we'll wait and see. But Bolassi's had a pre-season, all the rest of it. So he is. This one's just. Oh, it's
Well, I mean, what
I don't know.
would you stick with the 3 played?
Oh yeah, no.
The problem I've got with
I'd
the
have this 3.
the problem I've got with the 3 that we played last week going to West Brom is that we know what we're getting off them balls in, more straight
Yeah.
crosses. I think you've got to have a natural forward. People know where they are. And I think,
No, I think he'll possibly play the 4,
But
and just
usually
maybe
don't.
that could be Holgate. But
Do you think?
I do. I just think he had a good game last week, but it depends if he sees him as a right back. But James McCarthy can go in there and do a job. I'm sure he can. So it'll be interesting to see what he does come. He's got a few more options this week. I'm sure he'll have a few more options next week.
Oh yeah.
Not saying anything. I'm just saying in lots of different positions. We'll have to wait and see. Tell us what you think. What would you start with? Would you start with a back 4? Would you start with three centre backs? Would you play 2 up front? Would you keep Morales in there? Is anyone you drop? Anyone you'd bring in? Let us know in the comments. This is our starting 11 for the game against West Brom at the Hawthorns. Ronald Koeman's first away game for the Blues, although we'll be in yellow. So there you go. Joe, sort it out next time, kid. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.